Regarding the toss, I think if the pitch plays the same as it did the first Test pitch, then probably not so much, because that didn't change too much. I'd imagine that Sri Lanka were hoping that this one will deteriorate a bit more, and it won't be as good come day 4 and 5. So it may turn out that it is, but I think at this stage it's probably too early to say. Probably really waiting on how the pitch wears over the next couple of days. To be critical, not many chances were created today. It's been a tough pitch. In fact, both Test matches, it's been tough to create too many chances around the bat. It is important on surfaces like this that you do make the most of the opportunities that the bowlers do create. But yeah, we probably missed one or two, and guys work very hard on their fielding and they practice a lot. But it's a case of making it count in the middle. And yes, maybe we did miss one or two today. Not ideal, but it's not due to lack of effort or lack of attention to detail or practice. It's probably due to the fact that we're dealing with human beings here. Good question, really. We need to be. I think it's a bit of a mirror image of the first Test match at the moment, in that we hoped, although the pitch was good in the first Test match, we hoped to be able to apply pressure through scoreboard pressure, and Sri Lankan batsmen dealt with it very well in the first Test. We've got to learn from that and do the same. It seems likely at this stage that Sri Lanka will get a big score, and that we will spend, as you say, at least another couple of sessions in the field. If that's the case, then okay, that's something we're going to have to deal with. The pitch still looks good at the moment. Hopefully, it will still look good for a while to come. And we're going to have to deal with the fact that they've got a score on the board. But like I say, they showed us the way to do it. They showed us the template in the first Test match. And we should be in good confidence, because we have some batsmen who've got some good form behind them after the first Test. I think I'd like to judge it maybe a little bit later in the game. I don't judge the pitch just on day one. If it does play like the first one, then that's not necessarily ideal, as there needs to be a little bit more of an even contest between bat and ball. But if this does deteriorate and becomes with a bit more assistance for the spinners maybe later in the day, then that, you can still describe that as a decent Test pitch. But we'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't want to judge it on day one. My feeling is that I'm going to imagine that Sri Lanka would want this pitch to deteriorate more than the first Test pitch did, because as I said, that didn't really change an awful lot through the 5 days, and didn't provide for as good a Test match as maybe we all hoped for. It's frustrating. I've got some sympathy for the bowlers. I mean, their efforts can't be faulted. There isn't an awful lot of assistance for bowling of any type. We're lucky in some respects that we have 5 bowlers. We've made the decision in this series to use 5 bowlers, and I think looking at these the surfaces that we've seen so far, it's been a good decision. But it's still hard, and the weather is also, it's pretty debilitating. It's pretty warm out there. So impressed with the way the guys are stuck to the task, and we've got a few guys who are quite early in their Test careers, so particularly the seamers. So that's encouraging. They're learning all the time while they're out there. It's good.
ঈদের খুশি আকাশ জুড়ে, এই ঈদে আকাশ কিনুন 500 টাকা ডিসকাউন্টে। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।